My name is Deante and I've been in Nashville for about a year and 3 months now. With us as believers, sometimes it's hard for us to move from season to season. We're either stuck in the past, what God did, or we're stuck in the future of like what God is going to do, and very rarely do we stay present. And so I think when I was living in Evansville, God was drawing me out of a 7-year season of ministry there. And I felt that pull, but my heart didn't want to do it. And my spirit was like, this is something you need to do. But everything within me was like, can I do this? Should I do this? Who am I gonna upset when I take this risk? But as I kind of have said from the get-go, how do you spell faith? It's R-I-S-K, it's risk. If you're not willing to take the risk, how can we sit there as Christians and say we have all the faith in the world, but yet we're not willing to move our feet? The things I was experiencing kind of in the 6-month time span before I moved here was just honestly grief, realizing what you're leaving behind and realizing the people that you're leaving behind, because it's not just about, when you're doing ministry, and anybody who's doing ministry, pastors, leaders, anyone who has done ministry before, understand that it's not just about praying for people. It's about, these people as individuals and getting to know them on a just intimate friendship level. And so when you're leaving and like this is happening, everything within you is like, and even right now, I'm like, my heart's beating because I'm like, I remember the feeling, and I know what it was like to just fear of the unknown, even though you know that God has you. It's one thing to move and not know anyone, but it's another thing to move and then, seek out people and seek out fellowship. I just knew that I needed fellowship, and fellowship was important. I found out about Bridges actually through Instagram, of all places. It's been a year of befriending people, and meeting people that are, even in some cases, they're still Christians, but have a different viewpoint, or kind of a different style of worship or a different style of belief. We all believe in Christ, and it's different and unique because it's not necessarily how I would do things. So being around those type of people and surrounding myself with those type of people, I think has not only grown my faith, but it's challenged me to think outside of the box. And so in this season, in this past year and couple months, that has been crucial for me, is hearing the voice of God, being able to hear, but not only hear it, listen. Like even when I moved here, I just had this sense of just unbelievable peace. Just unbelievable peace. It was just like the Lord was like, you already know what it is. You already know what you need to do. The only thing you need to do is just do it. Just put your foot out there and start walking.